what Christ has done in your life and why you decided to get baptized?
Yeah, okay. So, I grew up in the church, and I went to church, and I went to Awana, and I don't know, I just kind of didn't understand anything. Like, people told me, like, you know, Jesus died for your sins, you know, you get to go to heaven, and I was like, but why did he die? Like, I was just kind of confused, and I never really understood it all the way through elementary school, middle school, and even high school. And then, like, I think it was junior year, Craig told his story, and it was like, I'll tell you the story. So, it was like it was a parable, not from the Bible, but anyways. So basically there's this, like, show, like a billionaire, secret billionaire, and so this billionaire goes to, like, other, like, stores and stuff, and he, like, sees, like, needy people, and he, like, gives them large amounts of money. So this billionaire goes to a thrift shop, and there's, like, 6 employees, and so after working with them, he's like, oh, I want to give each of you $1 billion. And so the first 2 employees, so he's like, so finish, like, hanging up the clothes, and then you can come get the $1 billion, and then, yeah. So the first 2 employees are like, wow, really, $1 billion? And they, like, all, like, start hanging the clothes, and then they go back and thank the billionaire and get their checks, and then leave. The second 2 are like, oh, okay, they just go, get the checks, and leave. They don't really want to hang the clothes because they're bad employees. And then the last 2 are like, this is a joke. Like, there's no way this guy's giving us $1 billion. They just, like, leave because the store was closing. They're like, oh, we're out of here. So what I got from that story was, so the first 2 employees were the true Christians who followed Jesus and obeyed him and got their gift, which is Jesus, obviously. So, and then the second 2 are, like, the fake Christians who, like, oh, I accept Jesus, but I don't really want to do the work. I don't want to share Jesus with anyone. And the last 2, like, don't think Jesus is real. Like, there's no way God could exist. So when I heard this story, I identified with the second pair of employees because I believed in Jesus, but I didn't really want to share him, or I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't want to obey him. I didn't do any of that. So I identified with that. And anyways, what I learned from that is basically the reasons why we obey God and why we listen to him and why we follow him is because it's out of gratitude. Because he's giving us so much. Like, the billionaire gave them $1 billion. Like, of course, you're going to do what he says. You're going to, like, thank him. So Jesus, like, he gave us eternal life. God gave us eternal life. So just, like, out of gratitude, we're going to obey him and serve him. And what I've learned, this happened 2015. So over these past 3 years, like, I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot in my faith. And, yeah, it's been an experience. But I just, serving God and just, like, living for him is the most gratifying thing. Like, it's more satisfying than anything. So that's what I've learned. And, yeah.
So, do you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Oh, yeah.
That he came, died on the cross for your sins and rose 3 days later?
Yeah.
And that he now resides in heaven next to the Father?
Yeah.
And have you surrendered your life to him as your Lord and your Savior? Baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.